it was ingrained into you that you had to protect the business. Well, I didn't even smart up my first wife. I was married to her for 15 years. We never talked wrestling. This is true. I tell people that. We never discussed wrestling. And finally, this other guy's wife, one day I come home, she was mad at me a little bit. She said, "You never told me about this, never told me about that." And I went, "Well, tell me about what?" And so this other guy's wife finally told her, about the business. And I went, well, but that was 15 years later. And it was a different generation. People didn't give a shit, The guy told his wife everything like, I don't know. I never discussed my business with my wife. I come home with a Band-Aid on my head, and that was it, Did you get hurt? Yeah, I just got a little banged up. There's no big deal, Went about my business, and sometimes I had a bad knee, a bum knee, an elbow, or, it's part of my business. So it was ingrained in us. You never talk business unless you talk to a wrestler. Never discussed it. With my brother, I never have. Never discussed it. My family, my father, my mother, never discussed the business. It was just a no-no, And the promoters used to say, well, yeah, you're going to kill the business. Well, they did in England. I don't know if you remember, late 60s, I believe, there was a big expose. I think it was in the 60s. Big expose in England. And it killed it for a while. The business just went, Because, people back then wanted to believe. So you kept the image as much as you could, that it was, And a lot of guys used to really get mad, pissed off. Somebody would say, hey, wrestling is fake, I just used to ignore them, or, I'd say, well, you ought to try it. Then you really know. I never really got mad because I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. I mean, it's who you trying to kid. But I tried to protect it because it was part of your education. You protect the business. There was promoters. You weren't allowed to bring your girlfriend or your wife to the matches. Yeah, because it kept the girls away from the matches, especially if you were a babyface. You were a good-looking kid. They wanted to attract girls to come to the wrestling. So if the wife or your girlfriend was there, that was no good. And another reason, too, is a lot of times they have problems with the wives and girlfriend arguing with each other. Well, my husband's better than yours. My husband made more money than yours. My husband's going to be the champion. And, all of a sudden there'd be a problem. So they didn't want wives and girlfriends in the matches. They ran it as a business more than today's ran as entertainment. People are open about it. And people are still going. And that, to me, is mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. But you know why? People want to see trash today. People don't want to see good entertainment. I don't think. I don't hardly ever watch TV. For a simple reason, I got 150 channels and I flip through them and I haven't found anything I like. Because you sit in front of a television and you think you're an idiot. I got an IQ of 25. I'm retarded if I watch this program. Like the Survivors. Come on, who are they kidding? I mean, who are they kidding? It's all put on like wrestling. But to me, the show that really opened up everything, and I think Vince saw it, I think, I might be wrong, is the Jerry Springer. When the Jerry Springer garbage started to sell, and I don't mean that as an insult to Jerry Springer. I admire people who are successful. If you're selling garbage or you're selling good stuff. But that's when Vince's business started changing. Up yours, and starting to give Mr. Ass, and now he's putting his pants down. I heard, kiss my ass, and the beer and the tips and all the. Why? Jerry Springer is getting great ratings. So Vince will follow the trend. The old time promoters didn't do that. That's why they're all gone. They didn't do that. You got to change with the world. If you want, well, you know that yourself. You got to change. If you don't, you're going to be left behind. And that's what happened. That's why he's all by himself. That's why he's all by himself.